Hello Capricorn, and welcome to your June monthly general reading. I'm going to pull a major arcana to see what the overall arching energy could be, and for you we've pulled the Temperance card. Something's going to require a little bit of patience, or you have been patient, or you need to be patient a little bit longer. There is definitely something about that. Potentially also a message there that you need to be pouring into yourself a bit more. I'm not going to read all three of those cards, so I'm going to shuffle them again and see which card comes out for your animal spirit message. Which one wants to come out? So difficult. Just shuffling three. And there we go. We've got the tiger. Fire. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold, I am brave, mighty forces come to my aid. So with that, I actually do get a bit of Leo energy off that card. With the Temperance, you've got Sagittarius, so there could be Sagittarius energy could be significant. The month of December could mean something. Early January, something could have happened that you've had to be patient since then, while something unfolded. So in this reading, Capricorn, we are going to look at 4 main aspects of life: love, career, personal growth, family and friends. Not all the messages will resonate, so take what fits, don't make it fit, and leave the rest. Always check for your sun, moon, rising and Venus. And above all else, if you enjoy these messages or just listening to me waffle on, give me a subscribe and a like on the video would be amazing. So Capricorn, for love, please. You've got 3 main planets at play for you this month. That's Saturn, Mars and Venus. We have the 5 of Cups. Regret, loss, sadness. It is a lack mentality. However, the Magician and the 4 of Wands has just come out. So I am getting somebody potentially that has been in a bit of a dark space since December, January. But I feel you're ready for something new now. You're starting to manifest something better in terms of your love life. There's just something with your love life that you could have been disappointed with. If you're in a relationship, something may not have gone as planned, and not that it's over, but something that just happened at the back end of last year between you and your partner. Or if this is indeed a separation of some sort, then you have been separated for that long, so about 6 months. Let's just pull some oracle cards and see what the message is. The positive in this is that the Magician card has turned up, so that's fixed energy. You could have Scorpio, Leo, Taurus or Aquarius somewhere in your chart. You've got the Mask. You have been hiding your feelings, or someone you're dealing with has been hiding the feelings, pretending to be someone they're not, almost pretending the situation isn't as it seems. There's a bit of gaslighting going on. Your person could be a bit deluded and not even realise how they put you in this 5 of Cups lack mentality. But the mask is slipping. The mask is slipping. You just have to have patience. I think other people are starting to see this situation or this person for what it is or what they are. The Sword and the Rose, clarity. The truth of the situation is coming out, and you're actually starting to show your force with that tiger energy. You're unstoppable, you're brave, you're bold, and you are actually a force to be reckoned with. And you're starting to step in this situation. You're stepping into your own power with that Magician. You're making things happen for yourself. You're not reliant or codependent on anybody. It's like you've put on it's like a new you. With that 4 of Wands, you're creating stability for yourself, for yourself home-wise. You're building something. Could have recently moved into a new home. You could have left a shared home 6 months ago. Looking now, we will come back to that and clarify. But moving on to career. You are looking, just going back to that love, the love with the Magician and with the Four of Wands, I'm getting stability and long-term focus. You're manifesting something now for your own stability. And with the Five of Cups, there is emotional distance. So I don't know if you are ready to actually open up to some kind of new love, or you are just keeping yourself emotionally distant from the person that put you in that mentality, the person that's wearing the mask, the person that's starting to be unveiled for who they are. Tell me about career. Oh, we've got changes coming up in your career, or transformation, the way you're looking at things, the way you're looking at your career, at a business, at what you want to do in life. Could be wanting to start a new course. Yep, Two of Swords. You're stuck on deciding something. You're stuck on making a decision about something, but you know that a change is needed. I tell you now, a change is coming whether you like it or not. Four of Swords, you need to take some time out on something. You need to really sit and meditate on something. Which way do you want to go forward? Where do you want life to take you next? Because you are ready for a change. You are ready for a change. You've been patient, and I feel like there's something in your life that's held you back. You've been patient, sort of waiting. The time has never felt right, but the time is right, and now you're in the best position you've ever been in. It might not feel like it, but you might be in the best position where you don't have to think about anybody else. You can actually just focus on you. Let's see what Moonology is saying about that. For Capricorn, Moonology, please, for Capricorn. Moonology, message for Capricorn, please. Step out of your comfort zone. Okay, so that is with the Death. That is that transformation energy. Time to step out of your comfort zone, because you're bold and you're brave. Your passion is your power. You're unstoppable. You've got the universe, angels, spirits, God. Whatever mighty force you believe in will come to your aid when you find this new road that you want to travel. Okay, moving on to, we'll come back and clarify. Moving on to personal growth. So, Saturn is at play. You need to get disciplined. You need to release rigidity as well. Hanged Man, Pisces energy, and the Six of Pentacles. So I feel like in your personal growth, in life in general, you've been spreading yourself too thinly. And you're starting to see that in that Hanged Man position. You're starting to look at where your effort, energy is going and where it's being reciprocated or not. You've got the King of Cups. The King of Cups, very thoughtful, very diplomatic. There is a lot of thought in this, and I shouldn't have pulled another one, but I did. So we have got the Tower, Scorpio energy. Again, there is a lot of Scorpio energy in this read, Capricorn. Really, because I'd say the two closest, for me, the two closest zodiacs in terms of characteristics, I would actually say Scorpio and Capricorn. So yeah, there is something in life that is there's going to be a tower moment created, and it's going to make you evaluate things. You're going to put a lot of thought into something. I'm getting ahead of myself with that one, so we will come back and clarify later. But in terms of significant other relationships in your life, let's just move them up there. Other relationships, please, for Capricorn. Six of Pentacles again. Queen of Wands. Fire again. Feeling that there's a lot of fire and there's a lot of Scorpio energy. I wouldn't be surprised if you are someone in your full natal chart that does have Scorpio placement somewhere and a Sagittarius. I'd say a Sagittarius placement. One more, please. you've got the Page of Wands in the reverse. So the Page of Wands, it can be a bit of a hopeless energy, a lack of ambition, a lack of enthusiasm, which is really bizarre because you have got the Queen of Wands there, and the Queen of Wands is very passionate. She's very much a go-getter. She's very magnetic. He, she, gender fluid, so take it, place it where it fits the gender. So I get that you want to do something. There's something that you want to do. And there's other significant relationships within your life that make you sort of doubt yourself. So I did say with the personal growth, you are, and the Hanged Man, you are looking at things from another perspective. This Tower moment is going to happen that's going to make you reevaluate where you're putting your time, effort, energy, money even. So you are going to be looking at significant relationships. Where are you just giving and nobody else is giving anything back? It's not being reciprocated. You've got I get a couple of takers around you. I do feel like you're going to be lightening your load of relationships in the near future. Let's just get a return to self. Oracle message, please, for Capricorn. Oracle message for Capricorn. Oracle message for Capricorn, please. Okay, I'm going to take the 2. I feel like you need it. We've got rewoven. What unravels can be rewoven stronger? Well, that is your Tower moment. And you've got roots, remember, ancestry, grounding, memory. The earth never forgets your name. There's something, I feel like there is some kind of drainage around you. And it sort of stops you from being who you want to be. Now, I very, very nearly did say when we were talking in the love section and the mask came up and I said you were ready for manifesting. I almost nearly said ready for putting a new mask on. And I actually stopped myself because when you say someone's wearing a mask, it's like they're being fake. So it's not that. I feel like you taking your mask off. You taking your mask off and this Queen of Wands emerges when you get rid of the energy vampires, the drainers, the takers. It's that kind of energy. People that drain you of all hope, of all ambition, of all enthusiasm. Tell me about the 6 of Pentacles. Temperance, again, you've been patient. So this is not something new to you or something that you've only just started feeling. This is something that has been around the corner for quite some time. You've got the 7 of Cups, delusions, illusions. You're starting to cut through, you're starting to see through them. You're starting, it's almost like with the 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords energy, taking the blindfold off when it comes to people around you. Tell me about the Page of Wands in the reverse. 2 of Cups. Okay. So there is a deep connection. This is the hard part, okay? So could be friend, could be a lover, family, colleague. There is an actual genuine connection in this scenario. Whether that connection is just from you and it's not really reciprocated. There is, or it's a friend, you know, that you give and they take. You're always the listening ear. They're always unloading on you. There is something valuable in this connection, but it's not necessarily valuable. Excuse me. It's not necessarily valuable to you. And do you know what? I just heard then, you're bored. You're actually bored of this dynamic, and it's not in a selfish way. You're bored of giving. But it is going to be difficult for you to walk away from. I do strongly get friendship. Let's get a bit more about this. Give me a bit more on this situation. So I'll put it as it fits, but I'm going with friendship. Could be sibling, other family member, but I'm going with friendship. Tell me about this friendship. Four of Swords. Rest is needed. If not cutting ties, definitely rest is needed. Eight of Wands. Communication. I did say they're always talking, you're listening. There's a lot of communication goes on in this dynamic. The Hanged Man, Pisces energy again. Looking at something from another perspective. You've got the Two of Pentacles in the reverse. It's an uneven, if this is a friendship, it is an uneven balance in this friendship. You've got one that is very supportive of the other and one that is very codependent on the other. But they drain the life out of the one that's giving. Yep, Two of Swords. You don't need to think on it no more. You know exactly who this is. You know exactly what you need to do. That being said, I don't think it's something that you're going to find easy. So there is going to be, you might actually feel the need to forgive yourself. You might even feel pangs of guilt from sort of, if not totally cutting off from this person, because I don't really see totally cutting off, but distancing. You will feel pangs of guilt, but you need to take some time for yourself to ground yourself and remember who you are. You're not just everybody's shoulder to cry on, and you're not just everybody's therapist and counsellor. You really do need to think about yourself. And I feel like you're being pulled to sort of ground yourself. The universe is giving you signs and signals. The earth never forgets a name, and they haven't forgot yours, but it is time for you to focus on you now. Focus on who you are, what you need, what you don't need. It is a very strong message, that one. You've got to, you are a very reliable support figure to someone, or you make up somebody's support network, but where is your support? There needs to be that balance, that give and take in any relationship, friendship, platonic, you know, anything romantic. There's got to be that equal give and take. So going backwards onto, we've seen you're going to look at something from another perspective, going to cause some kind of tower moment, make you look at where you're giving your time, effort, energy in all aspects of life. Clarify for me please the Six of Pentacles. Judgment. Okay, I get the rebirth. Scorpio, I just got Scorpio rising. Honestly, if you don't have Scorpio in your chart, I will be amazed. But yeah, I did say I feel like Capricorn shares a lot of traits of Scorpio. So I definitely get that Phoenix rising. It's like a new you, that new mask, but it's not a false mask. It's a new version of you. Honestly, like multiple personalities. I'm so getting Scorpio energy. You could be a Scorpio rising. Tell me about the King of Cups. The Two of Swords. Yeah, it is definitely decision time. I do feel like you've made up your mind. You know which way you want your life to go. You know which kind of, you know who you want to be as you step into like a new phase of life, as you start building something new, building something from scratch. Tell me about the Tower. I want to know a bit more about this Tower. Tell me about the Tower, please, for Capricorn. Yeah, so something that's going to cause heartbreak, disappointment. It's not necessarily someone's going to automatically just going to do something or something's going to happen. It's that you actually remove the blindfold. You hang yourself upside down. You look at something from another perspective. And when like the rose-tinted glasses have come off and you see something for what it is, a person for who they are, or a situation for what it is, that can cause heartbreak, disappointment in others, disappointment in yourself for taking so long to see something, to realise, to understand. Then you've got the World. Something definitely comes to an end, but you step into that judgment that judgment energy where it's sort of like a rebirth for you. Now, a word of warning there, that after this Tower, it can breed an enemy. So a friend that was once a friend could then become an enemy as you close out a chapter with them. Tell me about the Two of Swords. Eight of Pentacles. Yep, you're focusing on self. You're focusing on self, what you want to build, what your dreams are. Really taking some time to go within. I get a sense of a little bit of isolation, but not a healthy isolation. It's like isolation that is needed. You've been around people for a long time. There's been a lot of noise around you. And you're ready for that cycle to close out now. And I just feel like you're thinking on how you want life to look going forward. What you want your main focus to be on. What you want to do career-wise for the rest of your working days. I just get a lot of reflection and introspection. But the catalyst for it is some kind of heartbreak or disappointment. It's almost like something happens and it makes you see that you deserve better, that you are capable of better, you can do better. It is very good. Something to spur you, something to drive you. It's something that's going to drive and motivate you. Something negative that you basically transmute into a positive. Again, just Scorpio energy. Again, I can't get the Scorpio energy out of my head. So that's that. Let's have a look, say, at career. Very interested to know what this change is. You've got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. The wheel spins in your favour if you're brave enough to make the change. Tell me about the Death, please. Okay, so with change comes the Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. So the change is going to be a happy one. What needs to change is what I want to know, please. What needs to change? What is the focus of this change? King of Pentacles, definitely to do with your stability. It's a very enterprising energy, very stable. You could be wanting to set off on your own business. Mars is active in June, so you could feel the pressure, and with the full moon potential feeling burnt out. So you definitely need to pace yourself. But with that Mars, that pressure, along with that pressure comes strong progress and a lot of discipline. So it is a very, very good time for transforming. And why do I want to say it? Mars, ruler of Scorpio. Why do I want to say it? Why do I want to say it? But anyway, I did. So, one of the rulers anyway. For the Two of Swords, you've got Seven of Pentacles. So that's the thinking, looking at where you've come, what you're doing in your current career or job role or business. You're just looking at its progress or lack of, because then you've got the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. So something hasn't been working out for you in the past, or like now, and now is the time that you're seeing you're ready for a change. Something's got to give. Tell me about the Four of Swords. So this is that pacing yourself. You really, really don't want to be overworking yourself at this time, especially around that full moon, which is June 21st. So, just slowly does it going through June. You've got the Emperor. The Emperor is in full control. They know exactly where they're going, what they need to do to get there. There's no burnout because they're very disciplined. The Emperor is very, very disciplined. So they will go steady away, very strong, making strong moves. And then you've got the King of Wands, who is a strong leader. So whether you're leading a team or you're leading yourself, this now is that you're very much in that energy to do something like this, to make a change, to do it with confidence, step out of your comfort zone. You're bold, you're brave, and your passion is your power. And the King of Wands is a very passionate card, along with the Emperor. So it all looks the Wheel of Fortune was there. So I'd say now is the time for the wheel to spin in your the wheel to spin in your favour. So the universe is doing its bit. Now it's time for you to do yours. Don't be afraid to transform. Transformation time is here and you need to do it. You need to do the work. So let's have a look now at this love situation. So there is something that had you feeling in lack. Something I do get that really did, oh, big arm in the way. Something that really tested your patience, or you've had to have patience with it. My tan looks good on this camera. Tell me about the Five of Cups, please, for Capricorn. The Five of Cups, please, for Capricorn. Five of Cups, please, for Capricorn. You've got the Three of Swords there. Heartbreak, disappointment. I really do feel like there is a tower. There's 100% a tower moment. The tower moment that was affecting your personal growth could be this one. The catalyst could be something to do with your love life, because you've got the Three of Swords in personal growth and you've got the Three of Swords in the love section. Magician, I get going back to the beginning with that Page of Swords. There's something that's making you grow in confidence, something that's triggered you, that's given you some sort of inspiration, a new idea. I really don't feel like you're focused on love at the moment. I feel like you're going to put a lot of your energy into this career. You're going to be more career focused, making your dreams come true, securing your future. Tell me about the Four of Wands. Tell me about the Four of Wands. What is the Four of Wands? What is the Four of Wands? Tell me about the Four of Wands, please. The Sun. Yeah. You're wanting to secure your future. You've already really set the foundations. I do feel like you've got a strong foundation. So this is not, I wouldn't say you're somebody that's lost a home. You may have lost a love, but you haven't lost a home. The home is still there, and it can very much be a happy home once again. Whilst you're in this Magician energy, you're manifesting new things. You're going to be more financially abundant. Hence, you're going to have more money to spend on the nice things in life. And this Three of Swords, Five of Cups, is going to be a long distant memory. I do feel like a clean break. I do feel like a clean break from someone. You could be in a relationship. It could be someone that you haven't even been in a relationship with. It's just something you did put a lot of thought into. You was trying to manifest something and you thought it was going to go one way, but it actually went the other. And you were just left disappointed with that. Not so much heartbreak per se, just very, very disappointed. So let's get a few oracle cards just to try and give you some clarity. Right, I hate that when my cards are turned over. We've got Nightlife, Smell the Roses, Mask, but I'm not taking them all because they shouldn't have been face up anyway. Sipping, I don't know why my cards have gone like that. Antisocial is upright. Anyway, if any of those words resonated, then that was for you. Confirmation that this reading is yours. We've got Blocked, Thrills. Okay. So I do get that somebody is blocked. Someone is moving on. They've got nothing to say. They want someone to stop calling. Somebody else is just chasing another thrill, continuous cycle. They might be coming back after making some bad decisions. You could be dealing with someone that's fighting some kind of addictions. Continuous cycles, you're part of this person's continuous cycle. It's like they burn themselves out, they're exhausted, they start to feel empty, they live the high life. We did see Nightlife come out there. They live the high life and then they want to come back to you. They want to come back to you, but this energy is just, it's a dead end now, it's stagnant. This person is feeling stuck. It's almost like they feel a bit frozen in time. Time. No, she didn't say it. Yeah, frozen in time. So this person, they delayed this. If this never got off the ground, this person delayed it. They procrastinated. They reckoned on to be too busy. In that time, you've actually got fed up, you've got exhausted, and you're moving on from it. If you are in a relationship, this person doesn't prioritise you. This person wasn't prioritising you in terms of how much time they gave you. This person appeared to be too busy for you. Today, you're living for the moment today now with that Magician energy. The Five of Cups energy is gone, or you're at least working on it and trying to get rid of it, which I do think you're doing that because the personal growth, the Hanged Man, you're looking at something from a new perspective. Your heart wasn't broken. Your heart wasn't broken. Yeah, I'd say you were severely disappointed, but no, Capricorn, this person didn't break your heart. They didn't. Possibilities. So, time to follow your dreams. Make up your mind. That transformation, change energy. You've got the Two of Swords. Time to make up your mind, and it is time to believe in yourself. That tiger energy, that fire. Get it burning, get it lit. Step out your comfort zone. Have patience with yourself, but also have faith in yourself. You are unstoppable. You need to choose to be unstoppable. That's your reading, Capricorn. I hope you have a lovely June, and I will see you next month. Don't forget to like and subscribe.